My name is Matt Hawkins. I'm the president of Top Cow Productions. It's a part of Image Comics. I also write 3 or 4 different comic books a month.
So how did you come to be associated with Comicpalooza today?
I do about 12 to 15 comic conventions a year, and I'd never been to Houston. So when they talked to me at another show about coming here and being in Houston for the first time, I jumped at the opportunity. And Top Cow is actually the first publisher to ever come to this show. So that's actually kind of exciting.
So where are you based then?
Los Angeles.
So is this your first time at Comicpalooza or first time at Houston in general?
My first time at Comicpalooza, the last time I was in Houston was in 1978, so it was a while ago.
So how do you like our weather here?
We came in last night. It was a little rocky on the indraid with the thunderstorms, so I'm hoping it clears up a little bit.
So are you signing today? You have a booth here?
Yes. Yeah, we have a booth on the main floor. It's called Top Cow. There's a big Top Cow and a big Matt Hawkins, so it's hard to miss. And I'm just promoting my two new projects. I got Postal, which we're doing as the 4th issue is available at the booth. It's an exclusive variant, only available here at Comicpalooza, which is also a first for the show. They've not had an exclusive variant comic book cover before. And my other book is called Tithe, which is sort of Point Break meets Robin Hood.
Okay, and so you said you can pick those up at your booth downstairs?
Yeah, we have, I've published in thousands of books and written hundreds, so I'll be there, and anyone that has any of my books and wants to get them autographed, I'm happy to do so, and we'll be here all 3 days.
And so what are you looking forward to seeing at Comicpalooza? I know you've been to a lot of conventions, but and you have your own booth here, but is there anything in particular you want to see?
No, I think the funnest part for me is actually talking to the fans. There's a lot of fans that talk to me on social media, on Facebook and on Twitter that I've never met, and so there's several people that are coming up to meet me for the first time today or tomorrow here at the booth, which is really fun because I've been communicating with them for years in some cases. So finally, and I have a face to the name that's just never actually physically met, which is always kind of weird because a little awkward at first, but then you're like, oh, and then you talk of it. But it's always great to connect with the people who read my work. I'm a big fan of theirs. They allow me to keep the dream alive.
Definitely, without fans, nobody would be here. So they're the ones you gotta talk to. What made you get into writing comics?
I was in college. I was working on my master's degree when Image Comics started, and I had the opportunity to work with Image and help launch it back in 1992. So I've been doing this for 22, 23 years now, and I was still in school and finished my master's degree, but I never used it because I just stayed in comics. So.
What was your original schooling in?
Physics.
Oh, okay. I'm an engineer.
Oh, cool.
I do that by day and I blog at night. What's your favorite comic that you've written?
My favorite comic I've ever written is called Think Tank, which is actually talking about the physics. It's where I use it the most. All the science is accurate. It's about a DARPA research scientist who developed weapons for the military. He's in his late 20s. He's this genius level guy, but he doesn't want to do it anymore. He's kind of tired of creating these weapons of destruction. He wants to quit, but the military won't let him quit. A lot of it's based on some research I discovered out of Fort Meade, where they have like a retirement home for these research scientists because they're not allowed to travel internationally. They're sort of monitored kind of like by the Secret Service because they're so valuable. And basically the idea being is, do you really want to steal the plans for that Black Hawk, or do you want the guy that can build you the next one? So they protect these guys like national assets.
It reminds me of that story from, isn't it World War II, where there was that Russian scientist who was with the Nazis and we captured him because we used him to help us with our space program or something?
Yeah.
It's kind of like, okay.
Those are several of them. They're all Nazis. Yeah. Werner von Braun and a lot of the Manhattan projects were all Nazis.
Really intelligent, so.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll help. We're gonna forget your past, and you come work for us now.
Thanks. And if I know you're in your own comic brand, but I have to ask, if you weren't with there, would you want to work for Marvel or DC?
I've always liked the Marvel characters better. I don't think I'd actually work with either, because I don't like superheroes that much, and I think that superheroes are their kind of own thing, and Marvel and DC kind of own that set, so we've always kind of done different books, like we'll do crime thrillers and science books and stuff like that. But I've always had, I love Batman, my favorite character, but I've always preferred the Marvel characters. I kind of look at it like this: the Marvel characters are humans pretending to be gods, the DC characters are gods pretending to be human. And if you think about that kind of with Superman, and you flip that around, it makes the Marvel characters to me more interesting and more accessible.
More relatable.
More relatable, absolutely.
Well, thank you so much. It was great chatting with you.
Thank you.